Today is going to be a pretty different video than videos I normally make, okay? I'm going to be taking a look at Queso's ability to survive Granny. All 3 games. These are going to be 3 parts. I'm going to look at Granny 1 today, because by God, that game is long. I mean, I haven't even been able to beat it. So we're going to be taking a deep dive look into Queso's ability to survive Granny. Firstly, I think Queso is honestly too tall to be hit by Granny. I still need to look up Granny's height, but I do not personally believe Queso could be knocked out by Granny. At least not in one hit. And by the way, I'm sorry for being late, and I'm sorry that I did not, post in a while. Just you guys haven't been engaging with my stuff. I'm putting out, community posts, and no one engages with it. And I'm going to try to find the real heights and sizes of most objects in Granny. Disclaimer, this is all for fun. None of this is fact. And if Queso does manage to actually see this and tries to react to it, thanks, big dog. Pun not intended. Your platform is huge. This is how tall Granny is. She's 5'6". So, realistically, Granny is shorter than me. Granny is shorter than me. I'm like 5'9", 5'10" at this point, because I've grown. Yeah, I'd smack around Granny. Okay, so if you're watching this video, you can fact check it for yourself, but apparently these sources say that you're 5 feet 10 inches or 6 feet 2 inches. I don't know personally. I really don't know. I would like to know your real height, because it's a little irritating to try to make these measurements and do these things with the inaccurate heights, but I will say, for context of finding a happy medium, you're about 6 foot. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's the height we're going to be using for your escape from the Granny house. Well, let's get into it, I guess. Yes, I know I play on mobile, and just to show you, this is a practice mode map. No. I'm taking all the pictures, this is practice mode. Just to, show that I'm not bullcrapping most of this. This is a WC case. Oh my goodness, this is such a good seed. Why is this such a good seed? R? Huh? Why is this such a good seed? Why couldn't I have gotten a seed like this, on my attempts a while ago? Yeah, so showing you guys, this is a legitimate map. I shall push this over. That is a legitimate map. I'm pushing stuff over to show you guys that this is a real one. This is not fake. So all the image Queso wakes up off his bed, where he realizes he has been trapped in the Granny house. Knowing his knowledge, he would need to escape as fast as possible. Knowing that Granny was probably on her way somewhere downstairs, Queso would exit. Seeing the main room, a wave of nostalgia would hit him, also a wave of terror, knowing that if a floor was creaking, Granny could find him. Not knowing if Granny could actually harm him or not, he did not know. So he made his way to the bathroom, hoping to find the watermelon or something other than the picture in the bathtub. Making his way out, a creaking sound would occur, alerting Granny to his presence. Queso would think to himself something along the lines of, "How did I not remember that creaking was there?" He would hide inside the closet here. As Queso is in this closet, Granny would make her way right here. Now, Queso, who is still in the closet, Granny is now right here, bat in hand, searching for Queso, looking left to right. Queso, understanding that this is a bad thing, would progressively wait. Eventually, Queso's fine and Granny leaves, giving Queso the perfect opportunity to make his way out. As he exited that room and ran across to Granny's room, swiftly shutting the door. With this new development that he has now found himself in, he sees a shotgun part. He sees that there is a shotgun part and another piece. He would make his way into this room, swiftly checking to see if there was anything on the table. As you can clearly see, there was not. Queso was slightly panicking at this moment, realizing the threat of Granny was real. Very real. He would make himself believe that she could not hurt him. As he stepped his way out into the walk-in closet, he would see that there was nothing up here. There was nothing. Realizing that maybe something was in this room, Queso would take it upon himself to investigate. Walking in, he would see that indeed there was a carport, and like normal, he could open and twitch this lever to open this with a book that he could probably find somewhere else in the house to get a key to the spider cave. But the thought of going in there kind of creeped him out, and was hoping that all of the stuff that he could find to open the main door was upstairs and not in the spider cave. As he made his way with the engine part, he would put it on the car. Making his way back up, he would grab the shotgun part, go upstairs. He would make this floor crash down, using the strength of his leg to kick it apart, alerting Grandma to the bottom part. He would then slip his way down. Granny would be alerted to this spot here. Granny would make her way around and would almost catch Case right here. But Queso is smart. He escaped through that hole and jumped down here. Landing with a resounding thud, he was running with a shotgun part. He looked in here and found the weapon key. Going upstairs, seeing the book, he turned around and got the crossbow that he waited for. After Granny came down here, about right here, is where Queso would fire, knocking Granny unconscious on the floor right here. Now that Granny was unconscious, Queso was free to grab the book, take it up there, and put it up there just in case he needed the spider key. He grabbed the shotgun part and the code, using the code on the door before coming back with the shotgun part. He made his way down, created the shotgun with this part that he found in Grandma's room, this part which he found in this quote-unquote special ed room, this part which he found in the kitchen. Grandma had awoken. She was plenty awake now, and was following the squeaks of the floor. She made her way down. But right about here, Queso turned and fired, knocking Grandma unconscious for about 1 minute and 30 seconds. Made his way underground, found this room with the yucky sewage on the ground, popped it open, grabbed the hammer, came down here, where he had already used the code. Since he had already used the code to undo the padlock, not the padlock, the code thing, he would undo this one. Realizing that the cutting pliers, or not cutting pliers, the chain cutters that he found underground next to the shotgun parts, he could cut this open. Cutting that open, or cutting that apart, gave him only two things he needed to do now: padlock key, master key. But Queso was not stupid. He would wait for Grandma to come down again before shooting her, giving him a minute to break the padlock off with the hammer. He would slam it repeatedly before prying it apart with the hammer. Queso would frantically search, hammer in hand, before grabbing the birdseed, opening this, which had the cogwheel, and he went into the room back there to get the remote. He would place the birdseed into the bird's cage, making the bird fly out. Conveniently, the master key was there. Grandma must have thought that this bird would have protected the master key, but it didn't. With Queso having the master key in hand, he placed the birdseed back, came down here, and unlocked, opening the door. As Queso swiftly exited, Granny came from up the cellar, and we reach the end screen. This is how Queso survived Granny's. Let me know if you guys want to see Let me know if you guys want to see a part 2, where how he could try to survive Granny and Grandpa.